You love a good old map. Well, we're there. I think this is a guide you can get for where we are. It's the Perigord sort of guide. But I do remember seeing somewhere there was a market on in that town today. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, that's cool. Right, so the plan is zero plan. I don't even know why I'm turning when I drive at the gate this morning. Mark, what day is today? Wednesday, Mercury. Yes. Right, let's go and have a look at that. I reckon we go into the nearest biggest town, get Anne coffee, sit in the sun and make a plan. That's where I am at the moment. Yep, that's where I am at the moment. So we need the GPS. Hopefully that'll bring us. Oh yeah, that's really close. Right, we'll head in there. And I don't know. There's a car park. That'll do us. Right, go there, park there, and then see what happens. Right. I've had a strawberry with my coffee before. I don't know if this microphone's working, so you might not be able to hear me speak. But I don't want to go shouting, so. Wow, that's hot. And today we're going to make a plan. I'm thinking about heading south a bit. Because we're kind of in the middle at the moment. Try not to be a tourist, Brian. Oh my god. Alright, quick, fold that in half. So, I'm thinking, if you know, because I mean Joe's working today, you see, so I'm not going straight to his place because, you know, he won't be there. So I think I might head south a bit, see about a bit of lunch, see what we can find, and then kind of meander west-northwest after the coffee. Also, this is quite a nice town. I might have a look around here. I was here before once, briefly. It was sort of the end of a trip I did. But I've never been here in a day, and there's a big market on today, so I might have a look around and see what there is to see. Because last time I was here, everywhere was shut. Because I'm a moron and I didn't think of that. Anyway, pull up a chair, grab a coffee, and do a bit of people watching with me. This is the Maison Fords de Rignac. strong house of Rignac. It's been occupied for 20,000 years. Not in its current form. The caves and the cliffs up there were home to the Cro-Magnon people, and lots of their tools and evidence of their habitation have been found there. And the chateau bit began construction in 1386, I think, and it was occupied right up until the mid-1930s by various lords and ladies and all sorts of stuff. Since the 1960s, the facade of the chateau and the roof have been classed as a national monument of France. And it's looked after by the municipality here. And it's absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. Nick would move in here in the morning, I guarantee you, and probably add more stuff to it. It's a marvel of engineering. They basically stuck a chateau into the side of a cliff. And it's a lot bigger on the inside, so the facade is just, well, the facade. But it goes right back into the cliff, into the caves, and right up as well. The Maison wasn't designed to defend against attacks from an army, but it did ward off the local hooligans and robbers of the area at the time. The weakest point in the whole place was the front door. So there was always a knight stationed there, ready to get into action if anything happened. The chateau doesn't sit in isolation. It's actually part of a 120-hectare estate that stretches all the way up the banks of the Vézire, here in the Dordogne. And it is absolutely my kind of chateau. Just absolutely my kind of chateau. Rustic, suits of armour, loads of swords all over the place. And apparently there's a cave in there that tells you about all the torture devices they used in France back in the day. So we're going to go in and have a look. Also, I was going to record this with the chateau as a backdrop, making it all like lovely and YouTubey, but there's a very angry Frenchman over there with a strimmer who is absolutely going to town on anything that looks remotely like a weed. And look, he's just stopped. And here's a bus load of people. Right, that's our cue to get out of here. That thing scared the pants off me. So this is the torture room, which not a lot of chateaus I've been in have. And it just, whoa, it just displays the various torture devices they used, well, in this country, I suppose, throughout the years. I have heard of this one, It's not a very nice one. Basically what they do is they stick you in there, they close the lid, and then they light a fire underneath it. Not a nice way to go. Obviously you got the rack there. That's for back pain, inflicting back pain. And then your classic stick them in a barrel. So this isn't just a barrel, this is called a spiked barrel. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's little spikes sticking out of the walls of the barrel. And what they used to do is they'd stick you in it and then put you on a ship and send you off to sea, and the barrel would roll around on the deck of the ship and you'd be inside with the spikes. Or they'd put you on the back of a carriage, a horse-drawn carriage, and sort of go galloping about the place. It's called an eye digger instrument. What an amazing place. Someone just went, do you know what we're going to do now? We're going to build a chateau in the side of a cliff. Now, what do I fancy, seeing this is a nice day, is finding ourselves a nice cafe. I don't know why, but in my head it's by a river, maybe in a small town, do a bit of people watching, have a coffee or a cold drink or something like that, and just relax for a little bit and then decide what to do next. Where is that map? There it is. Right, get out the old map there. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, there we are. We are there, so we could go... We could go there, couldn't we? Right. Let's go get a cafe. If you're there before me, save me a seat. Welcome to the town of Le Bouge. Le Bouge? Le Bouge. Name on the screen. We had a lovely coffee up in the town square there, but I did want to find somewhere a bit quieter because I want to say thank you really for being here. This is the 200th vlog, and I hadn't anything special planned for it, and I was aware it was coming up, but I wasn't focusing too much on it because. Well, I knew if I'd focused on it and planned something for it, ultimately it wouldn't work out, and then I'd be stressed and the whole thing. So I'm just glad that it's arrived, and I didn't put too much thought into the number of it. I knew it was coming, like I said, but when we left the chateau on the cliff, I was sitting in the car just thinking, where am I going now? And it sort of popped into my head. So I wanted to just to recognize that for you guys, because I one of the greatest, I think, gifts you can give to someone is time, and the time that you guys have given to me is very important to me, and I'm pretty honored for that. For someone to give you their time is it's a great thing, because it's it's something we're all looking for more of. So the fact that people sit down and decide, yeah, I'll watch that YouTuber. Oh my God, I said YouTuber. But I'll watch Brian for to see what he's up to. It's a great gift to give to me. So thank you, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So that's why I wanted to say, just I know it's not that it's not a big deal. It's I can't let just 200 be the big deal, because it's just another day in my life. But I did want to come on and say thank you, because it is a big deal for me that people have watched this channel and the silly little trips and whatever else I get up to. So thank you. And now I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just sort of pottering around. So I'm going to go back to the car, which is somewhere, and then have a look at a map, and I think we're going to start heading towards Joe's house now. Now, the thing about Joe, back to business, the thing about Joe is he's quite private. He's a good friend of mine, but he's quite a private person. I'll give you an idea how private Joe and his father are. Steve, his dad, once told me, and this, I swear to God this is true, he once told me he was thinking about buying a life-sized animatronic T-Rex, and he was going to put it in the hedge outside the house, and if anyone called to the gate he didn't like, he was going to press a button and it would roar and it's going to do its T-Rex thing. So that's an idea, that's just to give you an idea how private these people are. So I don't know if Joe will want to be on camera. I'll ask him, but I doubt it. So if you don't see any of Joe, that's why. And yeah, let's just, I don't know, continue on with our day and see where we end up. But thank you. It's very much appreciated. Well, I had a lovely evening. Not only did I forget to ask Joe if he wanted to be on camera, I forgot my camera, left it in the car. So we just had a grand old chat. And then I had a look around all the bits and bobs Steve's been collecting, because he collects stuff. Can't tell you about any of that either. But I had a lovely evening. It was good to see my friends. I pop into them every time I'm over that way, but it's normally every few months. So it was good to kind of go and spend the evening catching up and having dinner and just having chats and things. So I'm going to finish the vlog here and go home, and I don't know. Oh, I do know what I have to do. My friends are arriving tomorrow from Ireland for the weekend, so I have to go and get that guest house ready, make up some beds and, I don't know, set out some towels and chocolates on pillows and all that sort of jazz. So thank you very much for watching the vlog. I do hope you enjoyed it. I've had a lovely couple of days just sort of meandering. That's the best word for it. Just meandering through the French countryside without making too much of a plan. And it seems to, well, not seems to, it did work out lovely for me. I had a great time. And I hope you enjoyed coming along for the visit. Tomorrow, well, friends here for the weekend, and then next week I have some stuff to do. I want to try next week reclaiming some of the farm from, well, wilderness basically. So we're going to try and rescue some of that next week, and God knows what will happen. But thank you very much for watching this 200th vlog. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.